I'm not able to hear it, sir.
Because you are quoting that nonsense, what they said. How do you listen to that sound if you are not listening? You tell me. Bob, you see, without calling Bob, you tell yourself. You produce the same sound inside of you. Nothing. Don't repeat all that nonsense. They don't know what they are talking about. You will find out. You will be surprised all that is nonsense, what they are teaching you.
Yeah, till I brush everything aside, I can't.
No question of brushing aside. Brushing aside, you can only replace that with another nonsense. You can't really brush anything outside. You have to replace it with something else.
What do you mean by really?
Why do they all have their names? Sushma, this name, other name. Huh?
What do you really mean by brushing aside, sir?
There is no way you can brush anything aside. You have to replace it with something else. You call it brushing aside. Without replacing, there is no brushing aside.
But you are not replaced anything, sir.
What do you mean?
How did you brush?
I haven't brushed anything aside. What are you talking? You assume, presume that I have brushed aside everything. No.
You told that.
It cannot influence my actions.
You told it you have brushed it aside.
That is a way of putting things, you see. You have to brush it aside means it. I know that you cannot brush it aside. What is there is all that is there. It was there. It's no, you can't draw a line and say the way he described me, before and after. Before and after is only the surf. Wash. Before wash and after wash.
Well, that's what happened. But they have experienced something.
They can experience, as he himself admitted, it's subjective. No. There is no such thing as objectivity at all. Everything is subjective. Even in my case, it is subjective. When UG is there, all his prejudices, personal likes, dislikes, predilections, everything is there. No such thing as an unconditioned mind. Conditioning will not go, but conditioning cannot influence your actions. Any action you see is a conditioned action, you see. There is no action at all. The actions are all reactions. All your actions. All your likes, dislikes, everything reactions.
In your case?
Even if I am reacting like anybody else. All my likes, dislikes, prejudices, personal things, they are all there. They cannot...
They are all reactions. No action is there.
That is the only action, whether I am acting or you are acting or anybody is acting. It's a reaction. There is no action at all. Not spontaneous, pure action. All that is absolute rubbish.
Action never exists.
Never, doesn't exist.
In anyone's case.
In
Anybody.
That's all. They can claim all those things. Pure action, spontaneous action. You see, it cannot be separated, you see. Stimulus and response is one unitary movement. It is not that nonsense they talk, oneness of life, unity of life. You cannot be separated from what you are looking at. You see, unless you know what you are looking at, you cannot say that that is a tree. The physical eye does not see that as a round tree. It is flat because it is focused on only one side. If you say that the tree is round, it is born out of your imagination here, not the tree is round. You can take me there, take me round and show that it is round. All that is useless. The physical eye, I am sitting here, it sees the tree as flat. Everything, all that is like, you see the painting there. There is no depth there, no matter who says what. The physical eye, I am talking about the physical eye, can not see the depth at all. You see, you are sitting in front, all those, you see that frame. It doesn't see, this all one, you see the trees there in the back. It is very close. You cannot say that that is far away from the window.
And what about the concept of distance, sir?
It's all distance is only measurements.
If you can't see the depth, how can you walk safely, sir? You'll fall
When you
down.
go there, no, you will not fall. The body is more intelligent. It knows how to protect itself. There, you see, you move away from the wall. Not sit here and say that the wall is there. You are going to hit your head.
That's what we do.
Nothing is there. Only when you are there, automatically you turn.
We are going to decide.
Like a water flowing, there is a rock, either it flows over or sideways. That is how all your actions are. You don't think before sitting.
Never plan anything.
No. I have to plan certain things.
Even that.
4th I am going to Madras, we are saying 17th, Tuesday. There is no guarantee. I may drop dead. Something can happen in between. Where is the guarantee?
Then why was
the
the
law of
depth perception brought into
averages?
this?
Why you give importance to? Sorry?
Why was the depth perception, third dimension brought into?
We are all taught.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why, sir?
The fear, the mother teaches everything, you see. Don't go there, don't.
Yeah. How does it come about?
Because this mechanism that is translating it all the time, selectivity is there, censorship is there. And so it is not recording, you see. You see, recording is taking place without all that. You see, that you are the problem, not the tape recorder is recording everything. You see, regardless of your ideas of selectivity and so these are two different things. This listening mechanism is not listening to anything. You see, listening means a translation. The translator is there all the time. Somehow this fellow comes and goes. You see, it doesn't mean that I don't know. You see, when you walk in, you see, I recognize you. The moment I recognize you, I can say that you are whatever you are. And then it is gone. See, so it's not why do I have to tell myself, you are also functioning in exactly the same way. All of us, all the human bodies are functioning in exactly the same way.
Why do you say thought is only sound? Why not light, sir?
The sound and light are interchangeable, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
say that it's audio visual. Why only audio?
Why I'm not saying that. If you want to create an image out of those words,
Yes, sir.
you see, like you can go into a laboratory today and put this to test. You see, they are interchangeable. That is why you have images of all these gods, goddesses, godlets walking hand in hand with you.
First time somebody has used the word godlet. I don't think they have read any like the starlet.
Little kids, you see. Part of the gods and goddesses, they call them godlets, gods and goddesses. You see, you already have an image of that. You create an image. So that is all right. That's what I am saying. Your wife, your daughter is sitting there. You may be looking at I may be looking at my daughter. Never do I tell myself that is my daughter. If you ask me who is she, that is my daughter. Cut again. So the situation is the same again. So we had this problem with Valentine. Immediately after this, I was looking at the cow. My situation is exactly the same. But at that time, in the beginning, it was the problem for me. So what is that Valentine? That's cow. And after another second, what is that Valentine cow? She was so disgusted with this. That is cow. How many times do I have to say? And went on and on and on and on. Now I don't ask anybody because this has gotten into that rhythm of life. So even if I ask myself, who is he? Yes, the answer comes.
Did you relearn everything? Did you relearn everything?
No, not necessary.
Or you
No, there is no need to relearn anything because all that is there, whatever you want to call it, is computer or memory is there. So I quoted yesterday something that I memorized 65 years ago, but it is there. You know, in a given situation, it comes out. So because you are adding more and more and more knowledge, it is going down. It is always there. When once it is recorded, like the message there, 100 years it will live, even if you cut off. Probably if there is some way you can reactivate a dead body back to life, all that will come back. I don't know. I can't say any definitive statements about that. See, I'm not competent enough. Maybe that possibility is there. You see, what you call life is like the electricity, you know. That is the energy. Life's energy, that is all that is. You will you can never experience life at all. The living thing cannot be experienced by the experiencing structure. See, what happened in my case, accidentally I stepped on the live wire. That's all. Then it burns. Live wire. It burns the whole thing. Everything that is there is a living thing. Your jealousy, I was talking about your jealousy. You will never know what jealousy is, I am telling you. See, you are dealing with how to be free from jealousy and not jealousy. Because you have been fooled by people that you should not be jealous, that you should be free from jealous. I am telling you, if you have a beautiful wife, if people want to snatch her away from you or make passes at her, you must be proud that you have a beautiful wife. Everybody is making passes at your beautiful wife and then they want to snatch her away. You must be proud. But why do you say that you are jealous? It is not jealousy.
But here comes the fear of losing, sir.
It is possessiveness. You think you possess that person, money, knowledge, but not a living thing. You can never possess a living person. No. Discards. Whatever life is left there, it lives and then goes gracefully. And it will be recycled. The usefulness of the bodies there is only for recycling. No other purpose.
What is the reason for this imperfection, sir?
Huh?
What is the reason for this imperfection?
Slowly, I think, I don't know.
The
I can't
glands are
say.
functional.
Huh?
You always were telling the glands are not
Inactive, that is why it is not, it has come into its own completely and totally.
Why?
No, why? That is an idiotic question. Only an idiot asks the question.
Why?
Who has read all the books on medical.
No, it is improperly functioning, all the glands, inactive.
Yes, it takes time. Nature takes time, probably. I don't know whether there is any such thing as perfection. It is not that spiritual perfection. That doesn't exist. Only this one.
Physical.
So then if you make a statement like that, you have to accept that there is such a thing as evolution. I don't accept that at all. There may not be any such thing as, that bastard wrote Darwin's Origin of Species. It is outdated, outmoded and passé, that nonsense. You know, even then I found out. You see, listen to me, you see. I don't want to use these scientific terms because they are very misleading as far as I am concerned. So there is probably, we are all the products of the degenerate species, monkeys. 3 they have. The one we have today is the same thing, the middle one disappeared. And probably some sort of a mutation occurred and the human species is the result of that. So degenerate species. And then what I am saying is that you cannot relate it to that. You see, the mutation occurs and when once it occurs, what is here now cannot be related to anything that was there before. You understand? That is why you are wanting to know how I was like before has no meaning. So these two things cannot be compared. There is no way you can relate what is there now with what was there before. So you can say that he looked like that, he acted like that. So that is applicable only to the surf, wash and soap. You wash it before wash and after wash. A good commercial to sell their products.
So perfection of this organism is not my responsibility, it is nature's responsibility.
Yeah, but you remain perfect. Why do you want to activate? You will get cancer. That friend of mine, Prasad, death doesn't exist, sir. This body does not know that it is alive at this moment. You see, what actually death is, we will never know. You can define death, you're a doctor, examine me and say that this is dead corpus. But still the living organism is functioning in its own way and so many other forms of life will come out of this. One form of life lives on another form of life. Even that you are destroying. you see. We will pay a very, very heavy price for that. Not that some other force is going to destroy you. You are making it so difficult to survive on this planet. Sorry?
Yuji,
Yeah.
this is on the way to perfection you told, and there.
No, I withdraw.
And at the same time, you told another sentence that it's already perfect.
I don't know, you see. What? Then you want me to define perfection. You see.
No.
They are, for some reason, they have remained inactive. Why they are activated suddenly, I don't know. I don't have any answer. Then you can say that it is functioning in a perfect way. Not any idea of your spiritual perfection, that doesn't exist. I'm talking about this only.
So there is nature's responsibility, not our responsibility.
Nature has no responsibility for you. What do you mean, nature is...
Perfecting this.
Perfection is
this
not the goal. You see, I'm sorry, I have to drop that word. You can't think of perfection. It's not that something is trying to perfect it. It is imperfect means that it's not something else is perfecting it. Sorry, it's not in that sense.
It is perfecting
It
itself.
is for some reason, it is not, they are not activated, functioning. So
What is that reason?
all the superimposition of that nonsense you are talking about, Agna chakra, this chakra, that is responsible for
that is responsible.
Yeah. Instead of that, naturally.
Yeah, otherwise it's already perfect.
Yeah, you drop the word perfect. Perfection is a definition.
Only cultural input is preventing the activation.
Activation, you see. You know, the harm that it is. You see, you don't tell me or don't tell yourself that the body is not in a position to deal with it. It is rejecting everything. Everything you think is good for that body.
Is it rejecting? Is it rejecting UG also?
Reject. The UG has to go first.
Is it rejecting?
He cannot stay here anymore. That's the problem. He comes and goes, and he is not important anymore. Why do I have to tell myself that you are this, that and the other, that you are not this, that and the other? What for? Keep that knowledge going all the time. There's no use, no value. It's not necessary. Except when it is necessary, it comes up just like that. See, nothing stands in the way. There is no searching there. If it is not there, it is not there. It doesn't tell itself or others that it is not there. If it is there, it comes. And it is you that is playing with this. Where is he? Nataraj. The moon on the Mars. What the hell are they doing? You can do other and better things than to bother about this guy, right? Enough, sir. Thank you very much. Nice seeing you. Bye-bye.